All right. So I did a review on Man of Steel. I want to talk about now the Easter eggs. I'm gonna do a whole fucking review on that. Spoilers on that next week. Right now, not now. I got other stuff to do. But overall, I want to talk about this. Man of Steel was a good movie. Not the best movie, but if you ask me, the best origin movie, that was Man of Steel. I enjoyed it. That's my opinion, y'all. So take it with a grain of salt, but I think it was the best origin movie. I always been saying Iron Man was my favorite origin movie. It got me back into Iron Man. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Man of Steel, DC's new version of Superman, is now making me get back into Superman Origins because I forgot how great Superman Origins was, but you know how DC's been doing with their movies lately. Like I said, Zack Snyder did a good job with this movie. I thought it was a great take on it in this new world we got. But now, since I think Man of Steel will gross to 1 billion or close to 900 million, that's my opinion. I'm thinking they are. Even though how bad the reviews were, people were really psyched for this movie. Hell, I think more people were psyched for this movie than Iron Man 3. That's my opinion. Um, because of the direction they were going. And then, like later, like around May, they started releasing more and more trailers and the fight scenes. And what sold me was the last fight scene with Zod and Superman, where Superman just zoomed his ass through the damn building. I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm going to see the movie. Like I said in my review of Man of Steel is DBZ. If you were looking for a DBZ movie, look for that's Man of Steel. I think that's the closest you're gonna get to DBZ. But anyway, back to this. So, since the success of Man of Steel is going on now, rumors are going around that two other superheroes in this picture are going to get their own single movie. And the two superheroes in this picture are Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Now, I have no issue with that. I really don't. Wonder Woman, I think can work. Wonder Woman can always work. Aquaman is going to be on the fence. He's going to be a little tough one to do. He's gonna be a tough one to crack. He really is. I'm not gonna lie. Especially you got to figure out how can you add Aquaman to this world. He can work in Man of Steel, but then you think about why do I need to do who could talk to fish when I got a guy who could fly, who could do super speed, super fly in the air, super strength. Someone like a guy that you look at Aquaman, you'll be like, yeah, all you can do is talk to fish. But overall, if they do it right, like the Jeff John version, then I think it can work. Am I a huge fan of Aquaman? Not really. I like some of his supporting characters like Aqualad, Tempest, or that's Aqualad. His other characters he has, they're more interesting than Aquaman. Because I guess I can relate to them because they're younger, around their age. Cause I'm 21. At that time when I was reading up on Aquaman, I started to like his side characters like Aqualad and Aquagirl and other characters. I really didn't like Aquaman. But since Jeff Johns got a hold of Aquaman, I'm starting to like him more. Um, yeah, I really don't know how they can do Aquaman. Wonder Woman can work. I don't care what nobody says. If people say, "Oh, Wonder Woman can't work," she can. She's an Amazon. You could do a lot of shit with her. I think you can use more of her villains to more of this world than Superman or Aquaman villains. But I can see Wonder Woman work. If, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if that is true that a Wonder Woman series, a movie will get made, then that means that Amazon bullshit on CW, that TV show they were supposed to do, they ain't gonna get done because DC and Warner Bros. Got the embargo bullshit, so that means Amazon won't get made. Look, I'm happy because I'd rather her have a big screen than on a small screen. And the way they were going, they were making it like Smallville. And if they gonna make it like Smallville, it's gonna take her probably almost 10 fucking seasons for her to get a fucking lasso, a fucking rope, her lasso. I'm like, oh hell no! It's gonna take her what 7 or 8 seasons to learn how to fly. And then if they do some bullshit, oh, we got your boat, your ship, your jet. It's invisible. I'm like, oh Lord. I mean, Because CW, they'll drag that shit out because they want to milk the shit out of it, like they did with Smallville. And God knows that shit should have ended at season 8 or 9. I'll go with fucking 8 because after a while it got done. That show just got ridiculous. But overall, I'm happy for these two characters. They deserve a movie. Aquaman, he deserves it. But I'm really on the fence with him. He's gonna be a tough one to crack. He really is. If that is true, that means pretty much, if you think about it, Superman got his own movie out already. Batman has his own origin movie out. God knows Green Lantern got his origin movies out. So that's already three down. That means you get Aquaman and Wonder Woman. So that's 5. That means you don't have to do no more origins. Just use the characters you got. The people said, well, Green Lantern didn't do so well. They recast Green Lantern. Or better yet, don't use Hal Jordan. Use fucking Kyle Rayner or John Stewart. I mean, I think the reason that it failed was 2, people didn't care for it, and 3, around my age, we knew John Stewart due to the animated series. I think sometimes you might have to go with those other characters and then eventually do another, because just getting Hal Jordan out the bat without no animated series, without people introduced to the character, that didn't help the film. And plus, the film itself was so badly done. I thought to myself, ain't nobody gonna see this bullshit, and that's what happened. Overall, I'm happy for these two characters. They both deserve it. They both need a reboot. It's gonna be a tough challenge to see who can play Wonder Woman. I already know who can play Aquaman. Ryan Gosling. There you go. You got half the females already gonna see that bullshit. Yeah, Superman and Batman. They don't need no more movies. If they do a movie, this is what they need to go. World Finest. That's what you need to do. World Finest. That's all you need to do. I don't need to see no Batman Origins. We've seen that with Nolan version, and he did a good job with that. Leave them alone. What you need to do is just do a Batman and Superman movie. Have Henry Cavill and a new Batman work together in a film. But make sure they go against somebody, tough. Don't give me a Lex Luthor bullshit. Hell, just do it like that. Do something that Marvel didn't do. Marvel would never put 2 of their top characters together. DC can do that because it's always been well done. But they have always good comic book writers or writers who can, work that shit out. And do what the comic book writers do. And make sure the shit looks good. But this is the route they need to go with Superman and Batman. And this is the route they need to go. If they do these 2 movies, then this one should come out. And y'all think, oh, it won't gross to $1 billion. The fucking A. You got Batman, who is a household name. We already know Batman alone could gross to $1 billion. And then you add Superman to that motherfucker, people will go see that. These 2 iconic things. And then you get to Justice League, and that's all you need to roll. You worry about this later. Don't do Justice League now. Do World Finest. Do the World Finest. Once you do the World Finest, then do Justice League. But first, do these 2 movies first. Because Wonder Woman needs her movie, and Aquaman sure as hell needs a movie. And get Jeff Johns on Aquaman. I think that's the only way for Aquaman can be taken seriously. He needs Jeff Johns to be part of that project. Wonder Woman, I think you could get away with her. But then again, ask somebody who knows Wonder Woman, who knows the history. I probably have David Goyer to this one and have Jeff Johns do Aquaman. And World Finest have David Goyer do this one too, because David Goyer knows these characters very well, and he's doing them very well. Batman, he did hit Batman, the Nolan version, very well. Man of Steel, I can't believe I'm saying this, but to me, that's one of his best works. I mean, I love The Dark Knight. That's one of his, best works for me. But I think Man of Steel really did good, in my opinion. But overall, this is just a video on DC, on the new universe they're doing, and I'm very impressed with Man of Steel. It got me hooked. This is how I felt with the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. But Marvel's getting too arrogant for their ass. They're getting an ego, and I think it's going to bite them in the ass. What I mean by that is Iron Man 3. Hopefully Thor doesn't follow those steps, and Captain America doesn't follow those steps. Because if they do, Marvel, you're going to have some fan outrage coming to your way. Don't be like the Xbox, Marvel. Don't be like the Xbox. Overall, This video is probably my longest video I've done in weeks, but I'm totally excited for DC. I'm happy they got their feet up. I'm really happy. Now it's time to do a rant on DC Nation, that stupid cartoon block that's on Cartoon Network. All right, y'all. Look out for that one. Peace.